In today's video, we'll be highlighting the differences between the 6th and 7th generation Mustangs. I'm Adam.
And I'm Brenna. This is my personal 2016 Mustang GT Performance Pack with the special red line interior.
And this is a 2019 Mustang GT, also with the Performance Pack, but this one has a black interior. We're going to start off with a walk around, that way you guys can get a feel for a side-by-side comparison, and then we'll move in a little closer.
So my Mustang is a 6th generation 2016. The 6th generation ran from 2015 to 2017. It features the 5.0 liter Coyote V8 engine with 435 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. It is a 6-speed manual with a 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds, and like I said before, has the special red line interior.
For the 7th generation Mustang, they've kept that same 5.0 liter Coyote V8, but they've upped the horsepower to 460 and the torque has increased a bit to 420 foot-pounds.
The 6th generation Mustangs have quite a bit of a difference with the style of lining on the hood. You can tell that right now, first off, the hood vents are a little bit smaller, and you also have the styling right here that's a little more straight as compared to the 7th gen that's curved. Going along with the lights, you can also tell that the curvature on the headlight is a little bit different. The 7th generation has more of a banana style light as compared to this one. It just has the straight lines. Moving down, you can also tell that the 6th generation has a mesh type grille all the way across as compared to the 7th generation, who only has it for about 2/3 of the front.
And then moving over here to the 7th generation Mustang, in comparison to the hood, how Brenna pointed out on the 6th generation, this hood has a few less lines. They're a little more subtle, and they also take a more flowing approach. This 7th generation Mustang does feature that same sideline, but it curves in for a little more aerodynamic look. In addition, the 7th generation Mustang also does feature the hood vents, although they're a bit smaller and less dramatic. I personally think that it is a more subtle look, although many people do prefer the more aggressive. On the 7th generation Mustang, you'll also notice, as she pointed out, the headlights have a bit of a different shape. For the 6th generation Mustang, the headlights are more flat on top with the curvature showing up at the bottom, whereas on the 7th generation, we can see that the headlights are flat along the bottom and that curvature shows up on the top edge. Moving down from those as well, you will see, like she pointed out, the 7th generation Mustang features these integrated LED turn signals with the fog light right in front here. It's a single small LED rather than the circular LED of the 6th generation. Finally, the last difference that we'll notice here in the front between the 6th and 7th generation Mustangs is the 7th generation does still feature the mesh grille in the front, although it is more subdued. The lower mesh grille only is centered in the vehicle to allow air intake, and the sides are a bit more closed off.
So the only main difference as far as the side profile goes between the 6th and 7th gens is that the 6th gen has this side air vent here. Moving on to the back, the most easily recognizable difference here is the spoiler. So this is a lip spoiler as compared to the 7th gen, who has quite a bit bigger spoiler. Next, you can see that the license plate actually has this top line here, while on the 7th gen it actually has a bottom line as well. My Mustang actually has an aftermarket exhaust, hence the dual exhaust as compared to the quad. Take a listen at the difference in the exhaust notes. Taillights actually take the same approach as the front headlights do. So we have a straight look here as compared to the 7th gen, who has the banana shape.
As Brenna mentioned, you will notice the first major difference being the spoiler. Here on the 7th generation, we have a much more aggressive spoiler. This is included with the performance package on the GT as well. Next, we'll move down here to the license plate. This 7th generation Mustang does feature this additional line down here below the plate, as you can see. As well, with this Mustang being a GT and featuring the performance pack, we do get this awesome quad exhaust.
So the biggest difference between the 6th and 7th gen interiors is the gauges. So the 6th generation has the standard analog gauges, which is what you'd expect in a Mustang. The 7th generation offers a digital gauge, so you can also get the standard analog gauge as well, but the digital is something new that they've added with the 7th generation Mustangs.
Thanks for watching today's video. I hope it taught you some of the cool differences between the 6th and 7th generation Mustangs. If you'd like to see more of these in person, you can stop by and visit us here at Jack Schmitt Ford in Collinsville at 1820 Vandalia Street.
Or visit us online at jackschmittford.com.